In the wise words of Denzel Washington, put God first in everything you do. Today, we venture into an intriguing exploration of these words through the lens of semiotics. Denzel Washington's speech, Put God First, holds a profound significance, not only for its inspirational content, but also for the depth of its communication. Semiotic analysis, an investigative tool, allows us to delve beneath the surface, decoding the signs and symbols embedded within the speech. With this tool, we can unravel the layers of meaning, revealing the underlying messages of the speech, from verbal and nonverbal cues to visual and rhetorical strategies. Semiotics provides a comprehensive understanding of communication. By applying this analysis to Denzel Washington's speech, we can appreciate the richness of his words and their impact on the audience. In this video, we will unravel the depth of Denzel's words beyond what meets the ear. Semiotics, a term you might not hear every day, but it's an integral part of our daily communication. At its core, semiotics is the study of signs and symbols and how we use them to communicate meaning. It's like the grammar of communication, not just limited to words and language, but extending to every aspect of our interaction, from a simple nod of the head to complex cultural rituals. Semiotics helps us decode these signs and symbols, giving us a deeper understanding of the message being conveyed. Now, when it comes to speeches, semiotics becomes invaluable. It allows us to peel back the layers of a speech, examining the choice of words, tone, body language, and even the cultural context. It's like a master key unlocking the deeper meanings and messages hidden beneath the surface. Now that we understand semiotics, let's dive into Denzel Washington's powerful speech. Denzel Washington, a name synonymous with talent and eloquence, delivered a speech that resonates with many, titled Put God First. This speech serves as a beacon of inspiration wrapped in a blanket of spiritual and moral guidance. Denzel, an accomplished actor and philanthropist, addressed university graduates, imparting wisdom from his life's journey. The speech's content is rich with personal anecdotes, advice, and a profound message about prioritizing faith. The context of this speech, delivered at a graduation ceremony, heightens its impact. It is a pivotal moment for the listeners, making them more receptive to Denzel's words. The cultural significance of this speech is also noteworthy. In an era where faith often takes a back seat, Denzel's unabashed emphasis on God and spirituality stands out, making his words an anthem for many. In the following sections, we will delve into the semiotic elements present in this speech. Denzel's words carry more than just their literal meaning. Let's explore. The power of language is immense, and Denzel's choice of words is no exception. As we dive into the verbal semiotics of his speech, we find a rich tapestry of intricate word choices, metaphors, and rhetorical devices that make his message come alive. Let's start with his word choice. Denzel uses simple yet powerful language. He chooses words that reflect values, faith, and perseverance, which resonate with many. His eloquent use of language paints vivid images, making his message not only heard but also felt. Moving on to metaphors, Denzel masterfully uses them to encapsulate complex ideas into comprehensible nuggets. For instance, when he talks about falling forward, he's not talking about a physical fall, but rather about facing and overcoming adversity. It's a metaphor that speaks volumes about resilience and the courage to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Finally, we can't talk about Denzel's speech without mentioning the rhetorical devices he uses. Repetition is a key tool he uses to emphasize his points. Phrases like "put God first" and "don't be afraid to fail" are repeated throughout, creating a rhythm and reinforcing the core messages. Each of these verbal elements works together to convey deeper meanings and messages. They provide a nuanced understanding of Denzel's views on faith, success, and life. And remember, these are just the verbal signs. There's a whole world of nonverbal cues to explore next. The verbal signs in Denzel's speech are just the tip of the iceberg. Communication is not just about words. Nonverbal cues play a pivotal role. Indeed, they do. Let's delve into the nonverbal semiotics of Denzel Washington's speech. Nonverbal communication is a broad category that encompasses body language, gestures, and tone of voice, all of which are crucial in conveying messages. Denzel's body language, for instance, speaks volumes. His upright posture and direct eye contact demonstrate confidence and sincerity, reinforcing the gravity of his words. His gestures, too, are significant. When he emphasizes a point, he often uses his hands to punctuate his words, drawing the audience's attention and adding a physical dimension to his verbal message. This physicality can be a powerful tool for persuasion, and Denzel employs it masterfully. But let's not overlook the role of a tone. Denzel's voice fluctuates in pitch and volume throughout the speech, imbuing his words with emotion and urgency. His tone is warm when speaking of faith and gratitude, but grows intense when discussing struggle and perseverance. This vocal variation not only keeps the audience engaged, but also signals the emotional weight behind his words. These non-verbal elements, body language, gestures, and tone, work together to complement and amplify Denzel's verbal message. They are the subtle signs that color his speech, making it more engaging and impactful. So when we listen to Denzel's speech, we're not just hearing his words. We're experiencing a symphony of non-verbal cues, each contributing to the overall message and its compelling delivery. These non-verbal signs add another layer of depth to Denzel's speech. Visual elements paint a picture that words alone cannot express. In the realm of semiotics, every detail of the visual landscape plays a significant role. Now let's dive into the visual semiotics of Denzel Washington's speech. The setting, the props, the accompanying visuals, all these elements form a visual language that communicates messages beyond the spoken words. Take note of the setting. It's not chosen randomly but carefully selected to evoke certain feelings and associations. The props too aren't mere objects but symbols that carry their own meanings. And the accompanying visuals, they amplify the message, adding layers of interpretation that enrich our understanding of the speech. Every visual detail contributes to the overall semiotic analysis. They help to frame Denzel's speech, guiding our interpretations and influencing our perceptions. Visual signs are not just decorative, they are powerful communicative tools that shape the meaning of Denzel's speech. Visual signs are powerful tools in shaping the meaning of Denzel's speech. Rhetorical strategies are the gears that drive a compelling speech. They are the invisible threads weaving the fabric of the speaker's message, shaping our interpretation in subtle yet profound ways. In Denzel Washington's Put God First speech, these strategies are employed with finesse and precision. Let's start with repetition. Washington repeats the phrase, "Put God first," throughout his speech. This repetition is not mere redundancy. Rather, it serves to emphasize his core message, etching it into the listener's consciousness. Then we have the use of appeals. Washington employs a powerful mix of ethos, pathos, and logos, establishing his credibility, connecting emotionally, and presenting logical arguments. This trinity of appeals forms a potent persuasive force, guiding the interpretation of his message. Finally, metaphors. Washington uses metaphors to paint vivid mental images, making abstract concepts tangible and relatable. These metaphors also serve as semiotic signals, carrying deeper meanings beneath their surface-level interpretations. Rhetorical signs in Denzel's speech skillfully guide the audience's understanding. Cultural and contextual factors anchor a speech in its time and place. As we delve into Denzel Washington's speech, it's essential to consider the societal and religious themes that permeate the discourse. The speech, deeply rooted in a Christian worldview, resonates with a broad audience, connecting shared values and common experiences. The social climate, the speaker's identity, and the audience's shared experiences all contribute to the speech's interpretation. These cultural signs provide a backdrop for interpreting Denzel's speech. Our journey through the semiotic analysis of Denzel's speech has led us here. We've unpacked the verbal, nonverbal, visual, and rhetorical elements, revealing a deep, interconnected web of meaning. We've seen how his choice of words, body language, and rhetorical devices all work together to deliver powerful messages. Moreover, we've explored the cultural and contextual factors that shape our interpretation. Denzel's speech, through the lens of semiotics, is a rich tapestry of signs and symbols. We have traversed the terrain of semiotics in Denzel's speech. The exploration of language, gestures, and visuals has revealed layers of meaning, offering a deeper understanding of his message. This journey through signs and symbols is a reminder that communication is an art, rich in subtleties. Now, I invite you to ponder upon this analysis and share your own interpretations. What signs stood out to you? What meanings did you decipher? Remember, in the world of semiotics, nothing is as simple as it seems.